What's up, guys? Kellen back here with Inside Out Precision, and doing a little different setting for the video today. I'm just here on my back porch, and today we're going to be looking at an often overlooked component of your arrow, which is the point itself, specifically for target arrows, so glue-in points. I'm going to be going over, these are Smith Brothers precision arrow points, and they're actually manufactured here in Oregon. This is actually the first set that I'm using, although I have known about them for a while. And Jordan actually sent me these to try out on the new Pro Comps that I just ordered. And so far, just by looking at them, I haven't shot them yet because I'm still waiting on the arrows. So I actually just put one in one of my old ones right here. But so far, they're really impressive looking points. And so I'm gonna go over kind of some of the things that sets them apart from other points. Starting with the company itself. So Smith Brothers makes a wide variety of things. They're a machine shop, probably most well known for making push rods for race cars like NASCAR, off-road cars, any restoration project. So they're very experienced machinists. And on top of that, a couple of them are also very experienced target shooters. I know personally that Jordan is a great shooter. He takes tuning and his equipment seriously. So when he told me he was making arrow points, I knew that they were going to be good. He wasn't just going to put a bunch of garbage out there. So one thing that I notice a lot with arrow points is people will drop $350 on a set of arrows, and then they just get like the factory points from them. And a lot of times the weight tolerances on those are horrible. Like one point will be 102 grains, another one will be 106 grains, another one will be 98 grains, even though they're all supposed to be 100. The Smith Brothers are all guaranteed plus or minus 0.3 grains. They're actually hand weighing each point that comes off the assembly line. And so you have very consistent tolerances in your points. If you're going to spend the money to have arrows that are plus or minus half a grain of each other throughout the dozen, why would you cheap out on points that are 5 or 6 grains difference? The second thing is the way that the way that they are made. So they're all made on a CNC lathe, a Swiss style lathe, which is known for really tight tolerances and extremely good in high volume production. And so you may notice, you can kind of see here, it's got kind of like a coppery color to it. And the reason for that is that they use the highest grade stainless steel available, and they actually heat treat it to harden it even more. And the reason that's important, and I'm sure you've experienced this if you've done some target shooting, is a lot of the times you'll hit the back of another arrow, or you'll hit even just a 3D target. Somebody will lose a field point in it or something. There's a piece of rebar in there, and if you hit something hard, it'll either ding it, bend it, or sometimes actually break your point or mushroom out the front so bad that you can't shoot that arrow anymore. So these are extremely high quality stainless steel, and then the heat treating it not only makes it even harder and more durable, but it gives it this really nice kind of like coppery finish. Try and focus on that. This kind of copper finish, or patina, and it looks really good in the arrow, I think. Let me try and get that focused on there. Come on. There's a lot out here. There we go. So they make them for darn near every size target arrow. So whether it's Carbon Express, Black Eagle, Easton, large diameter, small diameter. If you go to their website, which I'll put on the screen here in a sec, you should be able to find the point you're looking for. If they don't have it, it's probably coming soon. They're always adding to their collection. Some other things that I really like about this are the break-off sections here. So this is a break-off point. As is, it's 120. Each one of these little sections on the back here breaks off, and they're 10 grains, so I can make it 110 or 100 grains. And in the past, like for example, the Easton ones that you get, they come, if I ordered the points for these from Easton, you actually have to use like an arrow saw or like a vise or something to get the little piece to break off. And if you try to just do it with pliers the way you should be able to, you run the risk of actually bending the shank of that point, and then it's not going to fit in your shaft properly, and you're going to get a wobble, and you've just wasted a point. These are machined to where I can just take a piece of pliers, hold this in my hand, and break off just that piece that I need. That's really nice. It makes it very streamlined and easy when assembling your arrow. The other thing about these is that the break-off sections here are also maintain that 0.3 grain consistency from section to section. So it's just the point itself as a whole is 0.3 grains, and then each section is matched within 0.3 grains as well. So extremely high tolerances. There's no slop in this when I put it in. Like, I can't feel any wiggle at all in the end of my arrow, which is really important because I don't want any play in there. I don't want that point sitting crooked because that's going to affect the way that arrow flies. I've experienced hitting even just like some old Critter Factory 3D targets. It's like a really hard foam, and if you have kind of an angled shot and it's a textured target, I've bent points just on a 3D target. So it's really nice having extremely hard stainless steel, and like I said, this is heat treated, so I mean, this thing it's extremely durable. It's gonna, you can shoot the same points all season and probably never have to change them out, which is really nice. Another nice little feature, and can't really see it on the screen here, but there's these little tiny grooves right here up by the front of the point. That's gonna help glue adhesion. So you're not gonna lose any points in a target, which I've done it before. Like down at Redding, it's a brand new target. You've been shooting those arrows for 4 or 5 months. Maybe that glue is broken down a little bit, and you pull your arrow out, and your target's now stuck in the target, and you're just out an arrow at that point, or at least out a point. So I'm really excited to start shooting these. They seem great. At the shop, I took them there and I did weigh them. They were all within like 0.1 or 0.2 grains, if not identical to each other. So they actually do maintain that 0.3 weight standard. And I just thought it'd be kind of a cool video. Like I said, I think it's a really often overlooked piece of the puzzle on your arrow. Like I said, these pro comps are right around $300 a dozen. So if you're already spending the money on the arrows, spend a little extra money on really good points as well. And then you'll have from tip to tip a complete arrow that has extremely tight tolerances and is going to retain accuracy for you throughout the tournament season. Go over to their website, give this a look. Like I said, they've got them for pretty much all Easton, Black Eagle, Carbon Express, Gold Tip, but these are glue-in points. These are not going to screw into like an insert. I don't know if they have that in the works. But this isn't something I'm gonna like screw into a hit insert on an Axis arrow. These are high-end target points. I really like the shape of them. I think it looks really good on the arrow. Just a really cool product, and they're made here locally in Oregon, so why not support local business, especially when it's a really good business and a really high quality product. So if you have any more questions on these, feel free to hit me up on Instagram or comment in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you in a timely manner. In the meantime, I'm gonna go get the rest of these arrows cut and get some of these points in there and start shooting these things. Haven't really done much outdoor stuff just because there's no tournaments, and when there's no tournaments, it's kind of hard to find the motivation to go spend a bunch of time practicing. But I miss shooting. Weather's starting to get good here, so I'm gonna get out and put these things to the test. But like I said, so far really impressed with my first impression of these. So again, this is Smith Brothers Precision Arrow Points. I'll post the website again on the screen here, and go over and check them out. I do not think you will be disappointed. So until next time, guys, keep them in the middle. Remember, precision is a decision, and I'll see you on the range.